Alright folks, welcome back. This is Balatro every day, and today it's Jokerless Gold Stake again. I feel like I need to say, of course this is not my second try. I've actually tried this dozens of times, and if the run doesn't go very well, if it doesn't go very far, I just delete the footage. So if you're seeing this, it means something interesting happened. We are playing on the black deck, allegedly the black deck, though in the first round here we got a spectral pack. The spectral pack in the first round gave us Immolate. So with the extra starting money, it's more like we're playing on the yellow deck. Also here in shop 2, another spectral pack, another Immolate. Maybe you're starting to see why I decided to start recording. I think there is some consideration for picking up Deja Vu here for the red seal. At the end of the day, the goal is we need to score enough points, right? We're playing on the gold stake, we have higher scoring requirements, and we need to do it without any jokers. So you need to have higher scoring cards in your deck, enhanced cards in your deck, foil cards, holographic cards, glass cards, steel cards. It can be very useful to have a red steel card that gives you a ×2 to your score if you have a red steel card. And you don't get a red steel card unless you first get a red seal. But the thing about the Immolate here, I think is very powerful, having the extra money, especially this early, that money that we could just hold on to generate interest, and that money that we can then invest in other things that are going to generate value for us. So money that we can invest in Arcana packs and standard packs, or if we need scoring to help us survive, we can invest in celestial packs. So I don't think it's very close. I think you definitely take the Immolate. I think also the card removal is very useful, very important, perhaps to some underrated, undervalued. When you remove cards from your deck, it makes all future cards more valuable. And what I mean by that is, in the future, let's say I get a gold card. If you add a gold card to a 60 card deck, you are very rarely going to see that gold card. It's not going to do much for you. Whereas if you add a gold card to a 40 card deck, then you will see it more often. It'll generate more money for you. So, if you think about it in terms of, there's a limited number of standard packs throughout the run, and those standard packs have a limited number of blue seals in them. Well, removing cards from the deck now makes all future blue seals more powerful. Let's go ahead and pick up Immolate here. Alright, we can also pick up the voucher for the extra discard here to offset a little bit, the -1 discard we're playing on the gold stake here. Since I've done like dozens of these things, starting to think about what types of vouchers are worthwhile, what types of vouchers you hope to see. Obviously people value the telescope for the ability to give you the planet cards for the scoring. I think the extra hand size, extra discards, extra hands, all of those incredibly powerful as well. Alright, standard pack, give me a seal. And by seal I mean blue seal. Does the rank matter? How do I feel about the rank? So now that we've immolated twice, I see we're deficient. We're low on aces, we're low on 5s. So if I get like a 3 here, then the 4 of a kind doesn't look super likely. The low straights, maybe we can't do. Maybe we end up playing the high straights. That's immediately where my brain is going. Maybe we try to play high straights rather than the low ones. I do think there is some consideration for taking the queen here. Foil queen. Once again here, right now, we don't have any leveled up hands. We don't have anything that helps us score here, right? In the deck, we don't have any enhancements that help us score. So we took 2 Immolate, which of course is very powerful, very useful, but it doesn't directly lead into scoring, right? This is the same about the jokers like the 4 Fingers and Shortcut and the Troubadour. These jokers that make it easier for you to draw and play your hands, easier for you to make higher ranking hands, but they don't actually score points for you. DNA is like that also. DNA doesn't score any points for you, even though it makes it easier for you to make your hands. What I'm trying to say is, I don't think it's completely indefensible to pick up the foil card here, foil Queen of Clubs, to help us, you know, fight this boss, or even the round 1 of ante 2 is pretty tough. The 800 points is tough if you don't have any planet cards. I think what we need to do is take the blue seal here, try to get a planet card from this boss, a planet card that's going to help us survive the ante 2, round 1. We could re-roll here, we could spend a little money, though, you know, from doing this challenge a bunch of times, what I realized was the shop is just so useless. The shop is just so bad. You know, 75% of the time you're getting jokers, and even when you do get the planet cards, you get the wrong planet cards. You don't get the planet card that you want most of the time. And so it's really only a few tarot cards that are actually worthwhile. I don't think it's worth spending the money here. We can save our money for a voucher after the boss. Without any kind of money generators in the deck, without any jokers to generate money for us, the money does run out kind of fast. So let's be a little bit conservative right now at the beginning. Alright, the pillar says cards previously played are debuffed. Actually, it turns out we haven't played that many cards. We won the first round with a high straight, ace through 10 straight, and in the second round we played the same straight, like almost exactly the same cards, it looks like, maybe different 10s. Also in the second round we got 4 of a kind, 9s, was kind of nice, convenient. Here we get jacks and 7s. It's a full house, so it'll get us halfway there. Alright, here's what I'm thinking. I know it's late at night and I'm a little bit delirious, but hear me out. To get 600 points, you need 2 300-point hands. That's typically what I'm thinking about. You don't always need 300 point twice. You could do like 250 points from a low straight is also gets you part of the way there. But you know, let's say we need 2 hands to do this. Full house 324 for like a solid full house, part of the way there. What I want to try to do, I want to try to get the blue seal in hand. That's challenge 1. Challenge 2, I want to play the high straight. From doing this challenge a bunch of times, I realized 4 of a kind is just tough. It's so tough to play 4 of a kind. Let's try to get the straight. And if that's what we're gonna do, how do we do it? We start by 4s and 3s, gone, get out of here. Debuffed 10, we can discard. I have better chances of getting the 9 than I do getting the jack, right? So let's, if we do get the 9, we don't need the king. We get the 10. Okay, I mean, we still discard the 10, still looking for that 9. One thing kind of awkward, the queen and the jack, they're both debuffed. And the straight, you know, let's say you play the 8 through queen straight. That's already barely 300 points. And with the debuffs, then, you know, not going to be even like 270 points. It's not going to be enough points. So I think the jack we can't discard because we only have 1 more jack in the deck. But the queen, we can get more. Or if we don't get the queen, we can draw a 7. We're not going to draw a 7. There's only 1 7. Alright, it's high roll time. Give me the queen. And like I said at the beginning of the video, if this is a video on YouTube, if you're watching this, it means I already pulled it off. I already succeeded. Not necessarily that I beat the challenge, but I did beat this round. So there's no danger here, right? What do we want to do? I want the queen. If I get the queen, I could discard the 8. I need a 9 that's not debuffed. I don't need this 9. If I throw away 5, I have a better chance of getting the blue seal. Let's do that. We do get the jack. We can throw the jack. Okay, now what do we need? We need an ace. We need a 9. There are 5 of those in the deck. So we get to see 4 out of 15. Ship it. We get the 9s and the ace. Never didn't have it. So that was 324. If you take away 10 times 4, so like one of the cards is debuffed, that's 10 chips, times 4 would be 40 less points per card, per debuff. Alright, we get a Saturn card here. Here's another thing that I've kind of like practiced and like picked up. When you are getting the planet cards from the blue seals, you want to use the planet cards before you go into the shop. There's a chance that the shop has the same planet card and it gets re-rolled because of, you know, can't spawn duplicates. See? It's about 1.5% chance, so it's, you know, it's decently high chance. Anyway, pick up the Saturn card here, and then what? Oh, we got the telescope. Let's check out. We've got 3 on straights. We've got 1 high card. Okay, I'm doing it. So here's another thing to think about. You know, I could, if I take the Celestial pack here, it's going to cost me $6 plus interest that compounds, and you know, maybe multiple rounds of interest. If I end up buying something here and I go down below the interest cap, then I'm below the interest cap at the same time that I go into the next shop, and then it like continues to be below the interest cap, and you continue to miss out on more and more interest. But I think it's worth it. Guaranteed Saturn card, especially this early, I think it's worth it. Go next. Okay, Spectral pack we don't skip. Orbital tag, straights I would skip for, but not for high card. Let's go next. Oh yeah, the boss. -1 hand size. That's a bummer. Okay, the low cards and the 10 we're gonna discard. What else? Okay, I think with the level 5 straight, we can win in just one hand, any straight. And I think we're going to have an easier time getting the 9 compared to the queen, so we'll go ahead and throw the king away. Okay. One more time if we want to go for either queen or 7 here. We do get the 7. Give me the blue seal. Bummer. That's okay. How much is this? 3,000? Okay, so that's enough to beat the boss as well. Do we want these standard packs? Currently I have blue seal for scaling for value. I would like to see some more points, some enhanced cards. Glass is more points, glass 3, but I don't have any 5s, or I have lower 5s. I think we take the king here. King to go with our high straights. Also has a purple seal, also gold. Seems like a good deal to me. All right, show me some scoring. Do I want a gold jack or this enhanced queen? I guess I'm missing a queen, right? Maybe we take the queen. Let's do that. I really do want the points. And go next. Okay. We throw away the king. We have more kings. Alright, hear me out. I got 3 discards, 45 cards in the deck. If I throw away the 9, I can get the 9 or the king. There are 6 of them in the deck. I want to get my blue seal. I want to discard 5 at a time if I can. Alright, we get another 9. See? Look, no problem. Do we discard another 9? If I discard the queen, I have 3 queens and 3 8s, so there's 6 of those, you know? We could discard a queen. Oh, we got discards left over. Oh, I'm just that efficient. Yeah, let's go ahead and ship it. See, 4 of a kind is so tough to play, but straights I understand. Straights I know how to do. Okay, Arcana. Death card. I can copy this queen. Too bad Temperance doesn't give me money. I would take the death card anyway. Now, do we buy a jumbo standard pack? We already have the queen for scoring. We already have the gold card for value, the blue seal for scaling. I don't think we need anything from standard packs anymore. Maybe something I'd be interested in is a red seal, maybe. But it is going to cost me, and we're about to go into the boss round. So maybe I want to save the money for a voucher. Let's just go next. Okay. I want to discard these at least. Oh, Let's throw away the ace. So if you throw away the jack, then you draw the queen and you need the jack anyway. If you throw away the ace, you draw the queen, you don't necessarily need the ace. Get the queen, we have a straight. $3 or tarot card. Give me the random tarot card. Do we discard the 9? Or discard the king? Discard the 9? I only have 2 8s left, I only have 2 kings left. If I throw the 9, I have 3 9s, 1 ace. If I throw the king... With the -1 hand size, I don't get to redraw that much. I'm only discarding 3 instead of discarding 4. Alright, just give me the tarot card. Alright, get me out of here. Blue seal one time? It wasn't on camera, but I already used my one time today. Alright, world or judgment. I guess I don't need to sell them right away. I was just thinking about interest. Okay, another Saturn card. I mean, this one, of course, we have the telescope, so we know it's going to give us Saturn. Do we want the spectral pack? There's a lot of stinkers. There's a lot of stuff that we don't want. What would be best? Immolate would be cool. We're not going to get another Immolate, right? Like, we already got 2 Immolates. Seals would be cool. It's going to be expensive. This costs like $9 because of interest. Let's do it. Let's do it. Sigil we don't care about. Incantation probably not. Now that I got the face card action. I am a little bit concerned about getting the face card bosses, but I don't think we have a choice. We just gotta commit to, you know, what we've been dealt. Can't use Ankh. Bummer. I guess I want to make a purple seal. What do you want to put it on? I like the idea of putting it on aces. So typically what I suggest is put the purple seal on a card that you want to have more of in the future. In the future, if you have a purple seal 9, that's a card that I can copy with a death card. I can get extra 9s that are not going to hurt me. But if I make a purple seal 3, making another 3 is actively bad. So I say, okay, put the purple seal on cards that you want to have more of in the future. At the same time, you know, if I make it into an ace, then it's also a card, not only would I wouldn't mind having more aces, but also I wouldn't mind discarding it either. And so maybe the general advice is if you are going for straights, figure out what your target range is. So maybe I'm going for like kings through 8s is my target range for straights. Then put purple seals, if you can, if you actually have a choice, put purple seals on the outer edges. So like aces with purple, 7s with purple. Here I'll go ace with purple. And go next. Bummer, negative tag, celestial pack. We don't need mega celestials. Every celestial has Saturn because of the telescope. Each individual shop only has like a 50% chance to have a celestial pack, but that's still good enough odds. Alright, 9 or ace to complete the straight. We can throw away a king if we want. We got more kings. Alright, ace, and do we throw the 9? Yeah, probably. Yeah, why not? Maybe that's why not? I mean, we do have another discard here. We can... Maybe let's do this. Instead of discarding, I have another purple seal king in the deck, so maybe I'll just ship it. I do have the telescope, and so I'm thinking about, you know, what is my most played hand going to be? And if you run out of discards, oftentimes you're playing, you know, garbage hands. You play like high card or something like that. So here's a good opportunity to play a pair instead of a high card. Yeah, ship it. We do get the blue seal. Look at that. Rewarded. Absolutely. Now do I want to play the high card to try to get the purple seal? Yeah, sure. Bummer. Maybe we should have thrown the 9 too. We could still draw it for money. Okay. Well, let's make some room upstairs and ship it. Okay, Celestial gives us another Saturn. Take every Celestial we can get and then go next. What's the boss again? Boss is Hearts. Okay, not a problem. Okay, once again we have the classic conundrum. You have the straight in your starting hand, so let's discard queen and jack. We could get more jacks. Is that true? Yeah, sure, why not? Well, there's a queen. Missing the jack? Wait a second. You always need the jack. We should never discard the jack. We don't need the 8 though. Okay, we got a king here we could discard. I'm looking for a jack. If I discard the 9, then I need a 9 or an ace. So I don't definitely need the 9, but I do definitely need the jack. So I'm trying to think about, you know, how to maximize my chance of getting the jack. And maybe throwing the 9 is the way that you do that. Well, we did get the jack. Could use the strength. We could turn 7 into an 8. Now we've got 4 9s and 4 aces. Go ahead and ship it. This 8 I can turn into a 9 in an emergency. So what do we got left? 8, 9, ace. We have 5 outs. 3 cards out of 20. I guess with this 8 and this 3, I will use the strength. I think 8s becoming 9s, that's something that I'm okay with. And then we can go ahead and ship it. Okay. Then what? Arcana pack. Arcana for, we have an Empress. So definitely queen and maybe a 9 also. Do we want the Tarot Merchant? It is expensive. 10 bucks here plus a bunch of interest. I think I'm not gonna take it. Let's just go next. I think there is reason to want it, to want to have the Tarot Merchant. You know, since the shops are so bad with jokers, you want to get the tarot cards. I think the Planet Merchant is not worth it on this challenge, because if you're assuming you have the blue seal giving you planet cards, you know, we already have level 11 planets. I don't really want to see more planets in the shop. Planets that are just going to be the planets that I don't want. But I do like having the tarot cards. If you're building flushes, I think you should prioritize Arcana packs for the deck building if you're playing flushes, the deck building, and also the card modifications that help you score. If you're playing straights, if you're building for straights, then you prioritize Celestial packs, prioritize the planet cards. But since we have an alternative source of planet cards, we don't need the Planet Merchant. Okay, here we only have 2 8s now. I need to find my jack. Okay, we got the 8, looking for the jack. Throwing away the 8 here gives us a better chance of hitting the jack. Let's do that. We have an ace we can discard. For a moon, we still need the jack. Does throwing a 9 help me? It does not. Play the pair. We do get the jack. And now we also have an ace. Let's try to get gold or blue. Nice. I love this. I don't have to calculate what the score is. I don't have to calculate the points. It tells me that it's enough already. We can sell the moon and ship it. Okay, we have standard packs. Tarot Merchant. Again. Maybe now I do take the Tarot Merchant. I think I don't take the standard packs. I think I already have the Queen for scoring. I already have the King and the Blue Seal. Yeah, the bar is really high as far as like what you would add to the deck. I think we skip the standard packs and I think we buy the Tarot Merchant. In the next shop, boss is lose money. Okay, queens and eights we can discard. Find me a jack. Maybe throwing the ace gives me a better chance of finding the jack. We get a death card. We do get the jack. We get a death card. So now... Okay, I really want to use the death on the blue seal. How do we make that happen? If we throw the 9, we have aces and 9s, that's 5. 5 out of 27. If we throw 4 cards times 3, that's 12. I get to see 12 out of 27, and I have 5 outs. Yeah, that's fine. Do I want to save a discard for the purple seal? Let's go ahead and ship it. One more time. Cool, we do get the ace, but it's a purple ace, so we got to discard it. We get the 4 here, so let's... I don't want to give up a 9. Let's sell Judgment for an Empress. Here, a 7. Now that we have less 8s, I don't care about this 7. I can turn this 7 into blue. I can maybe a Jack and a 4 here as a Molt card. Or we can hold the Empress for money. We could sell it. Do I care about my 4 being a Molt card? Do I care about my Jack being a Molt card? Probably not. So maybe 7 and 4 will just do this. Well, yeah. We'll use the death card and just give me $1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ship it. We're at 20,000 already. The you know, the purple boss is only 1,000,000 points, right? Alright, we gotta take the Celestial Pack for the Saturn card. We don't take standard packs anymore. We're waiting until after the next round for the voucher, so it doesn't cost us interest. We can discard the ace here. We can't draw an 8 reliably, but we can draw a queen. Another Judgment card. Alright. I have 1 ace in the deck. I have 4 9s in the deck. Do we ditch the 9? I only have 2 kings left. I only have 2 10s left, so I think we keep the king and the 10s. But we can ditch the 9. For sure. See? Alright, now what? 3 9s and an ace. Maybe now we play the 8. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this 9. Well, it turns out you can just throw them away because there's plenty more where that came from, turns out. 7 high card, 10 straights, still doing fine there. Alright, we didn't get the king. Let's try to get the other blue seal. Man, we got all the 9s. Okay, just one blue seal. That's fine. Ship it. 25,000, that's plenty to beat this boss as well. What's next? Another Saturn card? They're just giving them away. Okay. Tarot Merchant does cost me a little bit of money, but I think it's worth it. Maybe. It's more worth it the earlier that you buy it. But the earlier that you buy it, the more expensive it is because it costs you interest. Oh well, go next. Okay. We don't do the aces. We don't do the queens. We don't need this 10. We can hang the 4s. That's huge. We need the king and the 9. King and the 9. 4 9s in the deck, 32 cards in the deck. We're out of queens. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. 6s. We can play as a pair. Ooh, wait. I forgot. That's like very, very expensive. Maybe it's still worth it, but it is very expensive. Should have used the discard first. Trying to get the purple seal here. I'm just gonna discard. Alright, I can spend $2 for a chance of gold or blue. $2. $3 because it cost me a hand plus $2. $3 to see 2 cards out of 20. Not great odds. Let's just save the money. Let's just ship it. Ouch. Okay, we just use a Saturn card. I know Celestial Pack always has a Saturn card. Let's open Arcana first. In case we get a Hermit. Or we can make a Steel 4. That's the technology. Okay, I'm listening. Go next. 25,000 we can do. We need a 10. Throw the 9. 2 tarot cards here. Hermit. Okay. Sell the star, make room. I'm looking for a 10. We already discarded our purple seals, so we can do a discard here. We need a 10. In that case, I'm gonna hold on to the Hermit. I'm gonna use one of these blue seals. We get the 10. And we don't have gold in the deck. Let's go ahead and ship it. Nice. Oh yeah, this is the small blind. We don't get reward money. Just interest. So, do we want to use the Hermit now? Or do we want to save it? If I'm holding on to the Hermit, I don't get... What is it? Sorry, I don't get the 2 planet cards. Let's use the Hermit. Okay. Go next. Don't need a spectral pack. Boss is the serpent. That's actually good news. That's not going to hurt us too bad. We're looking for a 10. Has to be the 10. Don't need the 8. Okay. Throw the ace. Keep the blue. Ooh. Now what do you want to do? With the death card, we could make another steal. We could make another Derek. That's pretty compelling. I kind of like the idea of making an extra purple seal, actually. Or just in general having another king, since I need the kings. In this case, do we discard the blue seals? We need either an 8 or a king. We have 4 outs, 27 cards. Let's... I want to say do it. Discard. No need to get greedy. Alright, Fool gives us another death card. That means we can copy the blue seal and we get the value anyway. Okay. Alright, 8 or king. We get the 8. We could turn the 6 into steel. And ship it. Nice. I mean, it's only round 14. We're not out of the woods yet. We are doing fine scoring wise now, but we do need to scale in order to beat whatever kind of bosses. Question. Do we want overstock? We do have the tarot merchant, so there's a little bit of synergy there. I think it's worth it. Again, you know, it costs us like 15 bucks for overstock right now, if you account for compounding interest. But I think it pays for itself. With just like, you get to see more stuff in the shop. This is the serpent, so we don't need this 9. We don't need this 3. We could play the 6. I don't want my high card to get too many uses, right? So maybe we play the pair of 6s. I want to try to draw my purple seals. Maybe we play a pair of 5s. Purple? No purple. We have an ace we could discard though. We could discard the 7. Okay, well, we get gold, we get money. So ace, king, queen, jack, 10. Go ahead and ship it. I also like the flames as a visual indicator that you selected the correct hand. If it's flaming, you know you got the right one. Okay. Celestial pack for sure. Erosions plus 36. Whoa. Standard pack. Nope, we don't need any of this. A little bit bummer we don't have money for the seed money, though if you are playing on black deck, gold stake, usually this is a trap. Usually you shouldn't be holding on to $50. Let's go next. Orbital for straight flushes. Boss is going to debuff my diamonds. That should be fine. Alright, 3, 6, 7, king. We discard. 4 we discard. We have an extra one. And... we Yep. We get the hung man. We can remove the 4 and the 3 here. So 10, 7, 6. Looking for the jack. Yeah. Do I want to save my discards? Nope. Okay, so king, queen, jack, 10. Looking for 9s. Plenty of 9s in the deck. 9 or an ace. There's a 9. Okay, let's check here. 10 on the high card. So give me purple. Nope. Okay, just the 1 blue. Ship it. So we do get 120,000. That's, you know, the boss is 120,000. We have enough if we have a steal card, which is not guaranteed. And that was also with the queen enhanced. The boss is going to debuff our queens, so we might actually, there might be some turbulence, actually. In that case, do we want a standard pack for specifically glass cards? Just to have a chance of glass cards? Or do we save the money for the seed money voucher? Yeah, let me think about it. I regret. My bad. Sorry to bother you. Okay. Here, if we just want the 2 planet cards, we could just do it with the 2 planet cards. Is that better than, you know, trying to go for the tarot card? We can also do this. Discard 2 for a chance of an 8 or another king. The odds of that happening, not great. How badly do I want this tarot card? Am I willing to sacrifice a planet card for a random tarot card? That's the question. Yeah, maybe. Okay, I will admit this is not bad for a tarot card. And we get the king. Alright, never punish, let's go. We could play the 5 and then dig for the purple. I'm just going to discard it. I think justice, I know for sure I don't need it here. But, and for the boss, I think I might need it. Well, we just get the steal, and then that also wins. So I think maybe it's safe to use it. And if I am going to use it, maybe I'll put it on a 9. Ship it. So that's with no enhanced cards except for steal. That is barely 120,000. So I think we're getting to the point where we're going to need 2 straights every round, which is non-trivial. It does take a little bit of work. Okay, Fool for Saturn. Yeah, that's fine. I would have rather copied the Justice card. Bummer. I guess that's a disadvantage of using the planet cards before you go into the shop. Like, of course, you know, there's the very small chance that you get a repeat planet card in the shop, and so maybe you don't want to block the duplicate from spawning. But also, there's a much higher chance that you find a Fool. And there, we could have used the Fool to copy Justice instead of Saturn. Now I'm sad. Do I want seed money? Would that make me happy? I think not. Maybe a standard pack for more glass. This is not glass. I have enough queens. I have good queens. I don't need the money. Let's go next. Alright. Oh, by the way, what did I forgot. What flavor 9? I was gonna say, did I put it accidentally on a glass diamonds, that would have been embarrassing. Alright, ace we discard, king we can discard because you already have one. We need steel. Hermit's cool. Can we get some steel? So we could try. We could play 2 straights. That's always an option. That's allowed. That's viable. So what happens if I play it this way? Then I still need the jack. If we don't get the jack, we can get 7, 8, 10, and a 6. Or we draw the glass 9 or the steel 4s. All right, with that perspective, I think we throw this 9. And then that gives us a better chance of getting our steel. Do we throw a queen? No. Discard. Star is the opposite of what I want, right? All right, let's try again. Where are we at? 17 straights, 12 high card for our telescope. Okay, we do get the steel. Now we need a 9, and there's 4 of them. Well, good luck. Never didn't have it. Let's go ahead and get rid of the star. Ship it. I mean, there's only 41 cards in the deck, right? What do you expect to happen? We could go back in time. That would give us more time to scale. Do we need more time to scale? I think we're good. I think having -1 hand would be kind of dangerous, so maybe we're good. Let's go standard pack. Since we have the money, we got a nice amount of money left. We could pick up a 9. Polychrome 9. I mean, yes. Okay. Do I want to hold on to some of these planets since I have the money to do so? Maybe something that's like kind of awkward is because of the blue seals, I end up selling the cards anyway. I don't want to buy them if I'm just going to sell them. Skip here for money. Let's just keep rolling. Fool for a hermit, or should I use the fool for something else? Like justice would be better than 20 bucks. Death would be better than 20 bucks. Hangman would be better than 20 bucks. I'll buy the fool. Keep rolling. We didn't buy the voucher, the seed money, because I said there's no way we get to 50 bucks. We could go one more. All right, let's go next. I want to save a little bit of money, spread out my rerolls. Okay. So let's discard purple. Do I keep the low cards? Actually, that's like pretty smart. What's nice about keeping the low cards is I have 4s. If I need to play it, I play it. If I don't need to play it, then I don't play it. And I'm going for 9s. I can play my glass 9 and try to break it. See, we got the 4. So now, because this is a 4, because this is part of my straight, now I always have safety here. I can't miss. Okay, acknowledging that I can't miss. Do I want to throw these cards away anyway? Because like, I want to see so many other different cards. Like these. Alright, I'm satisfied. Alright, you got me. I'm satisfied. Let's go ahead and we want to keep the 4 and then ship it like this. That's 100,000. 1,000 times 100. Turns out. I would really like my steel cards to be less dubious. Them being 4s is not great. Alright, we got a nice amount of money again. Let's go standard packs for glass. Nope. I think wheel you do buy, because we get tarot cards from purple seals and I can block wheel from spawning. We get justice here. People would get mad if I bought the cola. It's Jokerless, right? We can't do the cola even though it's free, even though we could skip for 40 bucks times 2. I won't do it, I guess. We got justice. We could go one more. Hermit. In that case, we could go one more. 54. I'm gonna hold. Let's just go next. Alright. What do I want to make into glass? Maybe I have extra queens, I have extra kings, though my extra kings, in air quotes extra, are purple. So maybe we make a glass queen, though one issue of making a glass queen is these are the enhanced queens that I already want to play these queens. Maybe this ace is the card I would most desire to be glass. Though one thing that's awkward about that is now 9 and ace are incompatible. So maybe we make a glass 8. Either way, I think we discard the polychrome and play the glass one instead, because I want it to break now. Keep the 10. Yeah. 8 glass. Yeah. Okay. I need a jack. 4 jacks in the deck. We could throw away this blue one. Do we need the 8? Probably not. Okay. So we throw the king. We have 3 kings and an 8. So that's 4 outs. Out of 24 cards, we get to see 12 of them. We get to see half of them. How do I feel about that? Do I want to throw away this 4? Yeah, that seems fine. Okay. 10, 7. I think I will throw away this 4. I am late enough in the run. I'm far enough in the run. Let's not throw. Okay. Look at that. No danger at all. Let's play the glass 9. Let's draw the blue seal. Nope. But we get money instead. Okay, so with glass we have 200,000. Without glass we don't. We have 130. 50% more than 130 is a little bit less than 200. worth pointing out. Okay, we get a Saturn card, maybe another glass card here. Nope. I wanted to break the glass 9 because I have a polychrome 9, by the way. We could go one more. Emperor. Another glass card. See, this is what we were missing from the last run. We're missing this technology. So that means... Oh, clubs are debuffed, by the way. No! I could have rerolled in the shop for a suit changer. That's okay. As long as we play a glass card, it's fine. That does mean that we get to discard all the 4s. Maybe that makes our lives a little bit easier. Alright, what did we say we wanted to be glass? Maybe 9s still? Still 9s? So we have a winning hand. What are we discarding to find? Maybe we're looking for a better queen? Maybe we're looking for our kings? Do we throw some hands to find the... I want the purple king, right? There's the glass 8. Do we want to play the glass 8? I think I'm going to save the glass 8 for the final boss. I might need 2 glass on the final boss. Let's go ahead and ship it. Yeah, still with just the 1 glass card, barely enough. Death helps. Crystal Ball helps. The last card I used was Justice, right? So Arcana has a chance to give me a Fool. So Arcana before Celestial. The boss is face down Jimbos. Handy tag is 45 bucks. Nice. We get another Justice. Interesting. So 200,000, 300,000. Now we're at the point where every round I need at least 1 glass card. So what do we want to make into glass? And then I can copy it with the death card. I could make a poly steel 9. I could use strength to turn a 9 into a 10. I don't think that's necessary. Let's just make glass. Glass queen, glass king, since we have extras. Do I want to use the death card here on the king or save it for glass? Let's save it to make glass. Let's reroll. We could go one more. Ooh. We definitely want Saturn. We definitely want the money. Then we can go one more. We do have the crystal ball, so we can hold on to some tarot cards if we want. Maybe we hold on to the wheel and then go one more. All right, let's go next. I'll spend more money in the next shop. Okay, so here we're looking for glass or steel or, you know, whatever it is. Discard this king. And I'm gonna save the death card for specifically the glass cards. Maybe make a second glass 8. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have made the king glass. Maybe I should have put the glass on queen, so we could go 8 through queen. Oh well. There's a chariot. Okay. I'd like to put a chariot on a 10, steel 10. We can go ahead and do that right now, actually. Then I can use death to make another steel 10 instead of glass, make steel. That's pretty useful. Maybe we copy the polychrome 9. I don't know, a lot of options for the death card. I guess the question is like, what ranks are we using and how much do we have of each one? Like, do we have enough 9s? We have 2 good 9s. Do we have enough tens? We have tens, but there's only one good one. We don't have any great jacks. We have some okay queens. We have the one good king. So extra jack or extra 10 is what it looks like. So maybe we go steal 10. I like that idea. I'm gonna wait until I draw the hand. So here I'm looking for either a king or a 9. Maybe both, probably both. I'm gonna throw away the blue seal. It's late enough we could do that. We've got more purple in the deck, so let's play the pair. Okay, king, queen, jack, 10, 9. This is the hand. We can probably get rid of this 9. So I'm not gonna play the glass king. I'm gonna play the glass 9 instead. And use the death card to copy the steal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if we want. And we can try the, oh, I should have waited on the death card. We know glass is enough to get us 200,000, so actually we can throw away this this 10 here I'm not super attached to. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we wanted to save the glass, we could play the polychrome, I guess. If we need to beat the boss with 2 hands, we definitely have the ability to play 2 hands. We got the hung man here. Standard pack. There's another glass king. If you want another glass king, sure, why not? 6 and 3, we can hang them. And what else is going on here? We can make some lucky cards. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's not super likely it ends up being relevant. So maybe we just skip here. And that way if we get a fool, we can copy the hung man. Okay. Looking for a 10. I don't have too many jacks, so we shouldn't throw away any jacks. But we can throw away a 7. And we can throw away this 4 just to be safe. Okay, so queen jack, 8. The 8 wins. The 4 helps. So I'm pretty sure this just wins. We could be cautious if we want. We could dig for purple. Yeah, just like that. Ooh, we can hang him again? Hold on, hold on. What do we want to remove? I guess I could wait until the shop to remove. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ship it. Beautiful. Okay. This is my last shopportunity. No Arcana pack for my hung man. This is a good jack. I would have loved having this jack earlier. At this point, do I want this jack? I only have 4 jacks. Maybe we pick up the 5th jack. And then we're fully locked in 9 through kings. And why not? And go next. Wait. Emperor. Sure. And oh, that's it. Oh no, face down Jimbos. This is kind of awkward. Queens and tens. Who authorized this? Alright, I think we hang the fours. Or we hang the tens. I mean, either way, everything's getting discarded, right? We could potentially desire to have steel, but we don't need these steel cards. Question. You want to go for the king high, or you want to go with the 8? I think I'm going to discard the king. And then go for the 9 and the jack. We do get the king anyway. I do have another glass king. So I think we just need the 9, right? How do I find my 9? Does it matter? Discard. There we go. Queen, jack, 10, 9, 8 with steel. Pretty sure that does it, right? You know, this is like, we'll call it 120,000, double 240,000 times 1.5, you know? Go ahead and make these bonus cards. Go ahead and make a gold 5, you know, just cause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ship it. Oh, pay the believers. I'm free. You know, folks asked me on another one to like show the beginning, and now that we're done, we could go back. We could take this. We can go do a new one, seated. Gold stake, right? Yeah. So round 1, we have the full house here. Ship it. Then we've got the spectral pack for immolate. Then go next. Okay, so now how do we get 450 with 2 hands? Well, we go for the higher cards, go for the high straight, maybe. We get the high straight, actually. We could play this way with the 9 or with the ace. I chose the ace because here you can keep the pair, you can make like maybe a full house with the 9s. Maybe 3 of a kind. We do get 3 of a kind. Actually, we get 4 9s. And then here we are again with the spectral pack. Yeah, what a wacky run. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go lay down. Alright, good luck. Good night, everybody.